Fimi X8 Mini version 2. Amazing. Just had an update, and here's the new stats on the update. Firmware 1031A for the flight controller. Still got the camera 2206A, which means that it's version 2. Anything with a 2206 and a letter is version 2. So we've got everything checked off there. We're going back high. 2K 30 frames per second, yeah, we're okay. Auto general 8265, okay. Blah 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 blah. We've got the grid lines on, we're good. We're good to go. We've got good batteries for 86%, low battery at 30%. Yeah, we're good to go. It says ready to go. So let's get this bird in the air. Here we go. We're gonna go look around at the fencing of this property if I can. There we go. Now it's up pretty good. We're up to what, 2.63 meters? It's very good, and I'm just gonna rotate it a little bit. Okay, everything's on auto, 2.6. Yeah, I wish I had a brighter screen, that's the only thing. Okay, let's start that video. Okay, video is starting, everything is 0. Very good. Okay, we're just going to go straight forward. And we're going to go up. This is only about the third flight I've had with this, so I've got to be careful. So we're going to go up to about, let's bring that down a bit. There we go. Let's put it up to about, what do you think?
I've decided to do a voiceover here because the audio on the tablet isn't that great. And it doesn't have a good microphone. I guess I could put another microphone in, but I didn't. I was just doing it ad hoc and it didn't come out that well. So now we've got the mic in the office and a little bit echoey, but we'll have to deal with it later, I guess. So we've got the Fimi X8 Mini version 2 flying high, and this may be its 4th or 5th flight, maybe. And I really like the app that shows the yellow H dancing around, and that's your the approximate home point. So if you're flying out, you have an idea for orientation. So I'm flying around the property of our home here where we just built the fence. Now you'll notice that I just posted a video on the building of the fence and why we had to build it and all that kind of stuff, but this is the same video. You'll notice that the output is a little bit different because this is raw, the raw footage, and I tweaked it a little bit for the other video. I'm going to talk about that a little bit here. The flight controller firmware that just came out didn't address anything about the camera, anything about flying anything. It's the same. Nothing changed. And that came out May the 8th, I think it was. So it's about a little over a month ago. So yeah, this the footage that comes from the Fimi Mini, it's ever so slightly oversaturated and ever so slightly overexposed. And we're going to show you that in a minute. We're going to change the saturation and the exposure value. You ready? In 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. So did you notice that little slight change there? Ever so slight, very subtle, but over the whole picture, it is noticeable, and it's closer to what you would get on a DJI camera, I think, a little bit closer. It's nowhere near as perfect as a DJI camera, but it's pretty good for a Fimi. So yeah, I'm quite happy. We'll look at this, and we're going to switch back and forth a few times and see what I mean. So let's switch back to the normal one now, okay? And we're getting some height here. We want to see where the boundaries are, etc., and the type of trees. So let's switch back in 3, 2, 1. So we're back to the normal exposure value. It's such a subtle change, but in the right light, it does make a big difference. It just takes the edge off things. So I think that's pretty good. So we're flying around. We're trying to find where the the property lines are and where the existing fences are and who's built what, where, and why. And you see, this is the neighbor's home. Behind it, you see that big red, two red buildings there. Well, the first red building is a cabana style picnic area. It's massive. It holds about 60 picnic tables. And the other red building is the actual old homestead here. So they rent this thing out, or they let people that they know bring their trailers up and park for the weekend and have some fun and all that kind of stuff. So here you can see where our fence is. That's the end of our 8-foot fence there. Okay, so let's go back to the tweaked version now. Okay, of the saturation. 3, 2, 1. So we're back to the tweaked version here a little bit, and I'm not gonna make you watch this whole thing. You've seen it before if you've seen my other video, and it's just a bunch of trees, really, nothing of interest for you. So let's speed this up to the end, and I'll take some pictures and we'll do a wrap up, okay? Yeah, we'll see you in the very end there. Okay, we're coming to the end here pretty soon, so let's just take a couple of pictures and see how they turn out. And as you can see, take one picture there, and they're 4x3 format, and another 4x3, so that means they're 12 megapixel, and that's pretty good. It does take pretty good pictures, okay? There you go. Well, that just about does it, I guess. Another reminder here, look in the corner there, it says 49% for the battery. Remember, the battery started out at 86%, and now we're at 49%. We've been running for, what, 10 or 12 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that. And this battery was charged up almost 2 months ago, just left in the case. And it's a lithium-ion battery. It's the plus battery that came with the Mini version 2. And so it holds a charge pretty good. I don't know if that's good or bad for it. It's supposed to, I thought it would have discharged a little bit more than that. But yeah, and it lasted pretty good. And I have put other batteries in. I've done, since this flight, I've done a couple more just around the property, trying to get little pictures here and there. And yeah, it's done great. There's no other updates, nothing new's coming out. There's no news of anything new coming out. I just wish they would put HDR, but by tweaking that saturation, and even if you play manual, you can get some good results. See you later.